Okay, so we just finished our, I don't know, we're just doing a kind of dry run practice session of beauty and business. I'm just trying a couple of different things, so bear with me. But I wanted to just ask the audience that was here, what tools do we sometimes forget we have? The purpose of our skincare coaching and coaching today is about how do we sell, how do we book, how do we sponsor, right? And how do we build a clientele? And I'm going to rely on all of you sharing because we have some of our experts with us as well. I'm not here to tell you that piece, but I wanted to bring tools. I'm always about using tools and engaging tools. And they're postable, they're shareable, and they're engageable. And so the first thing that we just said, what did you see in just kind of that dry run? And the answer was the skin aging test. And sometimes we forget we have it or we forget to use it. I don't think it's picture perfect, but what I think is engaging people. If you're going to go do a party, a facial, you're even at Panera, or you're looking for a different way to engage people on a post on Facebook, it's something fun that they can do, and it gets them talking about skincare. So why else do you like the skincare test? You tell me when you kind of looked at it again and maybe you took the test for real again. What did you like about the skincare test, or what do you see yourself, how do you see yourself using it again?
Well, I like the fact that it teaches from each environmental area what they need to do. It helps them to be able to kind of do the check and balances and see what they need to improve. And then it gives them a clear picture of which regimen they'll need to start on. If they choose not to use the royal jelly line, it gives them a clear direction of which one of the other lines to go into.
Excellent. Go ahead. Okay, thank you, Evelyn. All right, anyone else? How do you see yourself using the skincare test or the aging test, skin aging test? So Lena's seeing the test for the first time. Love that. Lena, does it seem like something that you could use? And I think you asked, what would I do at a coffee shop? Kind of a fun icebreaker, right?
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like many of you, maybe if you do makeup parties, we'll do this tomorrow, use the lipstick personality test.
Mm-hmm.
I believe in educating through experience versus blah, 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 right? So if you're at a table with people and that starts the conversation about skincare, it's the way you get to know, what did they use for a regimen? How did that test feel? What did it make you think about? And what are you doing to control your aging internally, externally, right? So it's a way to get a party versus, hi, my name is Jackie. I want to tell you about Jafra, right? It's more about, let's start with talking about all of you. Who are you? What are your habits? What are your needs? What did we learn about the test? So it engages them. So thank you. I was just going to say where it's at. So everything I use just for some silly model, and we'll keep creating different models, is really about using tools. Because if you do this and you're building a team of consultants, then guess what? They're going to be able to do what you do. And they don't have to feel like selling. It's fun and it's engaging. And it's target specific to the topic of why you're there. You don't want to do a party with all 4 departments. I promise you, you're going to be a hot mess.
Mm-hmm.
So then you're going to confuse people, they won't buy. Believe it or not, too much is too much. So when it's a complexion session, it's a skincare party, it's age reversal facials, whatever you want to call it, it's so important. And I love it too. Debbie said something really cool. She said, I love that it incorporates fruits and veggies, exercise. It is the truth, because you could have the hostess serve fruit and veggies, right? So you could have her serve water. Think of how this can become fun. I remember, and many of you were here, Vicki Hacking was so before her time. She did a party called the 8 Ways to Stop the Clock. And it was everything in a little bag. I did back of the hand facials. I copied her. This is not Jackie's idea. This is Vicki Hacking. She had an alarm clock. She had something to do with exercise. I carried a 1 pound dummy, what do you call the bell. What's it called?
Dumbbells. Dumbbells.
Good, go ahead, Lori.
Oh, gosh, I don't remember, Jackie. You're putting me on the spot. You know what? The one thing I do want to tell you, you don't want to do like all 4 sessions at one party. She is really right. And it's so neat to do like a skincare party and then book a color care party. That's how you book more parties from it. And at my skincare classes, I always like to put the makeup on, just my hostess, and the powder and the blush, and just show everybody that it's a finished look. It's a canvas, and they can all look like that. Who would like to schedule their next party? And everyone can look like this too. And then from that, you can go on to doing a foot party, etc. So that's how you book more parties.
Yeah, I agree. The only thing with the skin age test, and I think this is kind of why I got away from it. I really like it, but it doesn't talk about royal jelly, and that's what I focus on. And so I think for me, I kind of went away from it because it doesn't suggest it. But you could use the skin age test, and then from their answer, it would help you with like which royal jelly products you could use. And then, you could say royal jelly is for all age groups. So it does, you don't have to pick.
Right.
So I could incorporate it again, because it does trigger, like Debbie said, it does trigger your thoughts about how your food affects your face, your exercise affects your face, all of that affects your face and how your skin reacts to things. And so it kind of is a good conversation starter along those lines as well. But I mean, royal jelly is going to work. Skincare is going to work even if you're not doing the right stuff, which is, you just need it more. But it's better for your skin if you drink more water or you eat more fruits and vegetables, or, all of those things. You're healthier in general, and your skin is the biggest organ in your body. And that, what you put in your body and how you treat your body does affect everything. So I think that's a great conversation too.
Right. The skin age test came out before the royal jelly rituals, so that's why. But yeah, I would also look at it as no matter where they fit on there, it's an option, because royal jelly line fits every age group and skin type.
Right.
So it's an option.
And that's why the order of what I did. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
So,
Welcome to my world. It's usually me they can't hear.
I know,
So glad it's not just me.
wacky. But it's true. What I want you to see, the reason I went back to it is because you have to come in as a skincare expert without knowing ingredient knowledge, right? And again, picture you're training 10 new consultants a month, and we don't want to scare them into I have to learn to sell, right? It's like, here's a really cool tool that it's not, skincare isn't just your products. It is holistically everything. And they start to see value because you're more coaching and consulting versus, oh, here she goes in her sales pitch, right? So, and it opens a dialogue. So they do their number, and they go around, they say, all right, so everybody took their number. So kind of like the sleep bed, let's find out what's your number, right? So, all right, so how many of you are in the 0 to 20 category? All right, so we're going to meet you first. So let's talk about these ladies right now with 0 to 20. All right, so you can have fun with it based on your personality.
Right.
And I might give them a free royal jelly vitamin because they're just not taking care of themselves. So think how you can have fun with this, okay? This was what Vicki taught with her 8 steps to, turn back the hands of time. And, we have props. Like I carried alarm clocks. I carried, dumbbells. I carried all sorts of things like visuals. And that's where the hostesses, honestly, would serve fruits and veggies and water, because we appreciate her. You can have wine when I'm gone, and we won't tell that it's over 5. But it was those types of things. And we used to have something similar to this. And Jaffer really created it. I didn't get stuck on what it said. It's just an example. There's not that much on the back of it. And that's why when you're done with the age test, it's a great get to know you. So, then you really dive into, but let's go to the second part. Number 1 and number 2, that's my job. You got all the other questions, but section 1 and 2 are why I'm here. I'm your forever, the rest of your life, personal spa and beauty consultant. I promise you to consult you through everything you're going to go through that causes problems to your complexion. I promise you, I will make sure you have the right colors. Whether you change your eyeballs, change your hair color, change your complexion color because you got a spray tan. I promise you, I'm here to help you. I promise you, when your birthday suit's got white lines and you can write your name on it, I'm here to help you, right? And I will make sure you smell as pretty as you are. So my goal is to be your Jafra consultant and be that personal advisor the rest of your life. And every time I call you, I just make sure you know the hot buys of the month, the hot ways to save, and we're going to start to Jafratize you and your family because I promise you highest quality, lowest prices you're going to find. So that's my service to you, right? So you're then moving. So you talk about what you're doing there. It's not like, hi, okay, we did the quiz, let's go. That talks about services. But then you pause and you talk about royal jelly. And that's the reason you don't need to get stuck on what the quiz says. It's really not a big deal. It's just giving an example. And so you do that same thing. And I think a lot of times we go right into the sale book. But this book is amazing. It is a plethora of education. I didn't do a ton of details because I want them to do that with you. But you've got all the ingredients, seaweed, vitamin E, everything is in here, right? So you actually do your product stories from here, right? I know they're all hiding behind cameras today.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what? They don't have their glow on, or maybe they're all masking. Are y'all masking right now? They're all at work.
But that would
We're
make
telling-
it perfect because it's skincare.
And by the way, if
Exactly.
you're all at work, you need a job. I'm just saying. So anyway, we need to talk about how to get out of the job if you're all stuck. But I think that's why when I really thought about going from the Skin Age, how many of you read this page? The Beauty and Biz one. This is awesome, Rockstar.
That was so awesome. When I saw that in the new catalog, I was like, yes, because it's like a one-page story that we could share and share the image or share just at a party super simply. And if you hand it to them, they have it, they can read over and over. So yeah, it's wonderful. I love it.
And again, what an opener after a quiz. Now we're going to show you a lot of products today, but I'm only going to talk about one. How we started is where we are. You could play one of those videos. There's 2 great videos that talk royal jelly, right? 2 minutes. So again, be it at a Panera, Lena, or be it in a home, be it at a workplace, it's all about be. So you talk about it, and then as they use the products, this is where, again, you've got the ingredients, right? So they sample and they use the ingredients. This keeps it easy. And what's the other tool you use?
The fold out.
Yeah.
Bingo.
Mm-hmm.
You have options, right? I didn't do all of them today for that reason, but I just kind of wanted to refresh some tools. So whether you're doing the fold out guide, which you can do both because this is showing them the steps. This is showing them the ingredients a little more detailed. And then it really validates your hot deals, right? So again, you've got your tools. So as you go through that, and then you can say, we've got, budget, but the truth is it's all here.
Well,
This Plus Pro,
is that the budget items are only 4, and 4 items for, let's say that you're doing the dynamics, which is of course being discontinued at some point. But let's just say for argument's sake that $69 for 4 items. For $99 on Stay Royal, you have 5 items, and it's royal jelly. So to me, when they start talking about the cost and all that, I just lay it out like, look, you have this value for $30 more. You're going to get an extra product and all this. And half the time Jafra's thrown in freebies and you know what I mean? So to me, then I'll offer them, if they get the Royal Jelly Skincare Kit, I'll give them the Sonic Cleansing Tool half off, my cost or whatever. So if they'll, or if they sign up or if they do Stay Royal, I'll do something like that as like an extra incentive because I think that really helps the product to work better when your skin is exfoliated. Or the new, you can get the body cleansing system or whatever. But to me, it's like, it's not that much more and the value is so much more that it's absolutely worth it. So
Yeah, I agree, Lori. I always tell them when they're looking at the others, and they're looking at the price, I tell them with no matter what other set they get, they'll still have to add in the royal jelly, whether it's the classic or the global longevity. So then when you're adding in, like say the basic set, the advanced dynamics at 72 now, plus 74 for the other, you've already now exceeded the price of of the royal jelly ritual. Because you still have to have royal jelly somehow, somewhere.
Yeah, and Debbie just said, or an RJ eye cream for half or free with Stay Royal. I mean, there's always a way to upsell that first, because you want to just get them into royal jelly, because they don't understand that that's such a powerful difference in royal jelly versus advanced dynamics or brightening or whatever. So it's, and if they really can't do it, then that's a conversation about being a consultant, because then you're going to get it at 30% no matter what, So, I mean, it's all just listening to them and figuring out what they need and then reminding them how powerful royal jelly is as a product.
Well, and I think, again, if we were talking about, what do we really demonstrate? Jafra finally put it in the kit. Thank you, last year's President's Club. And it really is that. When you're teaching skin, if you're going to go do a demonstration, just show royal jelly. They will settle for different products if they want. That's why you just kind of skim over it. If budget's an issue, that's up to you. But I'm going to find a way to help you get the best, right? Instead of settling for the rest. So you're going to do that. But if they want to do the best will always be royal jelly. And truthfully, second to that is Pro for special needs.
Yep.
That's your best we have.
Yep.
If they want to go different or they have other needs and budget's a piece of it, they'll go there. But I completely agree that it's probably not going to be that much different in price. And that's where consulting with them really matters. So first, what do you want in a regimen? Are you willing to invest in a regimen? Great. Are you ready for the best? Because we're going to piece it together with the offers this month and, get you your cleanser, get you your blah, blah, blah. But it then goes to, is there special care needs? So what special treatments do you need on top of your regimen? The reason the skin test works is because it helps you with so much. Are they interested in the vitamin? Special treatments would be Pro Royal Jelly Lift. Now let's get into your eye regimen, because you weren't sleeping, sweet pea. You're a 0 on the sleep meter. What are you going to do? I think you need this and this, right? I'm not joking when I say that tool can help you more than you think. It is about everything royal jelly and special treatments. So I want you to not just do it for fun, but realize it helps you consult. Remember, you don't sell, Jafra. You're there to be their consultant. You're there to guide them to make sure their skin is at its finest. That's your goal. That's your role, okay? It's not about, oh, I sold 50. You know what I got? Oh my gosh, her wrinkles are going away. I'm psyched. Mm-hmm. And she writes to you next, or tells you next time you call her, oh my gosh, here we go. So the key is, again, really finding ways to engage them at a party, a facial. If you're going to do demonstrations, I'm going to go back to Lena really quick. What do you guys carry to a demo, whether it's a facial or a party?
Well, if I'm going on location, like in a restaurant, it would definitely be the little travel size of royal jelly, because I love that back of the hand demo that we do. And it gets it on their skin, but it doesn't take up a huge room in my purse or my bag. But that, I mean, I just always carry royal jelly, so that's just my go-to. Sometimes I'll have a travel size gold, because there's some people who really love the thickness, but now that we have the royal jelly cream,
I know.
It's just, but there's people who prefer gold, and the gold is an awesome product. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just not royal jelly, and I wholeheartedly believe in royal jelly. So like Evelyn said, even if they get the gold, I'm going to try to add on a royal jelly product just so they can get that on their skin, because I think it's really important.
Well, and if you're going, I agree completely. Anybody different? Sorry, want to add anything?
The only thing I carry is royal jelly. That's it. I let them know that there's other product lines, but I said, if this is your only opportunity to try Jafra, I want you to try the very best. But they do know there's other options.
Right.
And I will tell you, I think the gold moisturizer is important. It does have a sunscreen in it, and there's ingredients in it that thickens your skin. Now, all of you are younger than I am, and I have a lot of aging clientele. And as you age, your skin thins, okay? And so basically, I sell tons of that booster, and it really does make a difference. And I've even put it like on the tops of my arms, and I can tell a difference. So that's the one thing about the gold. But I like the Royal Jelly Cleanser. I like everything else, but I do like the boosting cream.
And it absolutely is one of our best products. Mm-hmm. It is a really, really good anti-aging product.
Yeah, it is.
Even Deanna will say that. She's like, you guys, that one's really good. So, and again, rotate around. When I run out of the longevity cream, I go into the boost, right? So skincare is about changing. Did you ever hear you should change your shampoos, right? Mm-hmm. There's nothing, do that. Boost your skin when you need to. Like we encourage the microdermabrasion and the Royal Jelly Lift. So I think the key is, again, if you're fast and on the go, you have 2 travel sets, right? Mm-hmm. So there's 2 different ones. You can fit them all in a box if you haven't seen this before. You can even fit one of your list serums in there. You can even, if when in doubt, there's our sachets, right? There's 2 sachets and there's 2 travel sets. So you can buy a couple of these. They're 80 cents per card. And you can toss smaller versions in here if you want to get everything in a teeny weeny little box so you're ready to do a back of the hand facial. And you can even toss in, take a few of your little Royal Jelly eye capsules.
Yeah.
You've got plenty for full regimens in a teeny weeny little box for $10 or less. Mm-hmm. This right here is a fast way to show and sell every day. It takes you 2 minutes to do back of the hand. So your order of use, just in case you don't know this, is to always go from a cleanser to clear to cloudy to cream. Okay? Mm-hmm. So clear to cloudy to cream. So what does that mean? This is clearer than most, so this goes after your cleanser. It gets a little cloudy / creamy when you go into like your vitamin infusers, right? Mm-hmm. And then your creams are your longevity balm and longevity cream and your protection. Protection, solar protections, of course, always with the 50 at the end. But you've got it so that, again, simple to carry. You can just toss in a Sonic because this is an exfoliator. I use a scrub every day. I cleanse at night with milk, and I do this in the shower because I used to have large pores. So every day I just do the exfoliator, or I do this. Okay, which is the Sonic tool. So you want to teach exfoliation. It's important. Do most of your clients use the Sonic tool or the mask? Anybody?
I use the mask.
Use the mask? Yeah. Okay. The mask.
But I love the Sonic tool.
Yeah, combination. And
yeah.
even with that Sonic tool, I still tell them they need a mask every, once or twice a week. So you put it on their skin type.
Yeah, I use the microdermabrasion in the shower about twice a week, just just to exfoliate, because I know that I won't use it otherwise because I get going too fast. And at night, I'm lucky if I wash my face because I'm really bad right now at that. Because I know, because I stay up until 2 o'clock in the morning.
Terrible. Terrible example. Awful. Terrible.
No.
So Lori, I always tell my clients, when you know you're at home for the rest of the day, you're not going back out, cleanse your face then.
Yeah.
Don't wait
till you're ready. You're in trouble.
And Lori, I have read, and I don't remember years ago, I read that for every day, that every night you go to bed,
I know.
And you don't cleanse your face, it puts you back 14 days of doing the right regimen.
I know.
And you age 60% more at night, ladies, because of no fluid intake. You can't change that. So now you got crud Right? I mean, really, your moisturizer is not going to work. You're just wasting anything, which is nothing.
I know,
So
that's why
Lori right now is 124. So she feels it, but she didn't even know she looks it. I mean, I'm just saying. So
I know it's been just the last little while, and I'm getting better. The last few days, I'm like, okay, I've just got to buckle down and do it because I know how bad it is. That's what's horrible is I know it's horrible for your skin. Like, I know how bad, and I'm still like, oh.
And you know what I do? It's not perfect or whatever. I'm just being honest and raw. You know, sometimes I buy those remover wipes.
Oh,
They're disgusting, but you know what it does for me? It goes fast, and at least I wash. When I'm exhausted, and I'm like, I got to get up in 3 hours anyway.
Yeah.
At least I put cleansing milk on it. Hurley does too. I put cleansing milk, and I just do the fast thing because you go get a washcloth, right? It's just raw and real.
I have had so many clients tell me they use that. So I bought a pack to try it, and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is horrible.
It is awful.
All it does is take off the surface, but
Right.
yeah.
So let me pause on product, and then we're going to go to prospecting, booking, sponsoring, talking about skincare. And I'm really only talking skincare today. I don't want to go any further. So the only other thing I wanted to add to this, if you go to the training in Be Beautiful on Party Part 1 and Party Part 2, how to do parties, it's really simple. We went from how to do a back of the hand. You could do that at a tabletop. You could have a facial on the go anywhere you go, by the way. And you can also, you know, do this at Panera for Lena, who was like, what would I do at a coffee shop? Super simple, right? Keep it simple. Use the quiz. Use your catalogs. Use your tools. Use your sachets. It is simple because what you're doing is helping women decide how to create a regimen. It's really important to have a regimen. If you're going to use one from this brand, one from this brand, they chemically don't work together. Hodgepodge is hodgepodge complexion looking. You look like a witch. I'm kidding. Hocus pocus. I guess that is. But no, it's really true. And so again, be proud that the rest of their life with you, you're going to serve them as customers, right? So again, it's more about giving them that value of you're their personal spa and beauty consultant. You're never going to sell them Jafra. You're only going to consult them to have the spa and beauty products that they want to use and that we want to make every area of their life. Because remember in the story, it's about being the queen and relaxation. The reason I love the skin quiz, it aligns to the kind of parties you do. And it also is about ladies. I teach do-it-yourself spa treatments. If you want some tips on how to relax in our last section, I'm not going to exercise for you, but I do believe in vitamins. I always have. So I do believe add that to your nutritional value. But I also can tell you relaxation is important. You know what? I know it's great to go get your nails done, but if I could show you how to do gel nails at home, save your family $100 every 2 months, give yourself an extra 2 hours, and you could sit and enjoy this and do this with your kids, with your feet, with your nails. That's relaxation. To go sit in your bathtub, and I'm going to show you a little bit of our body scrub. So we're going to do the ginger sea salt, some almond oil, a little shower gel. Let's go do a hand treatment. Just taking that extra minute makes a difference on, that's why people like incense, candles, play music, meditate, relax. I will teach you relaxation as well through our Bath and Body Spa products. Those regimens, sitting in the tub, doing the microdermabrasion, you don't have to pay $75 to $90. I'm going to show you how to do it all at home. But it does help your complexion and your mindset to be more beautiful inside and out. So that quiz really wraps around so many things that you are to them as a beauty consultant, as their personal spa and skincare consultant. So I hope you see the value that you serve people, you don't sell Jafra, right? That's the most important. I'm going to wrap this up in a couple of things here. One of the things, and I don't know, do you all use the client order form?
Yes and no.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have my own.
You have your own? Okay. So the reason I love Jafra's, by the way, let me share my
I
screen.
do too.
I do. So let me tell you why. It's not about it being a perfect order form, but what I love, bear with me, in case you don't really think of it. You got it,
Yes,
Helen.
we know her well.
When people don't, most
We've
people
been
don't know
trained.
how to close the deal. This is God's honest truth, right? We get scared to like ask for the order, ask for the booking. So when you start a party, and maybe, you know, again, I'm not shy on books, or I don't believe in being shy, but maybe you write, if the big catalog is too big for you to have everybody to have one, you don't want to invest like that. Have a couple of these masters around, because this is your whole store. Don't just get stuck on your monthly. That's a mistake. So your hostess needs to sell from the whole store. This shows them how to be a consultant. Could you imagine, ladies, everything in this book is in your house. That's why I joined. I wanted a brand I loved, and I wanted all of it. And I couldn't find one, and I didn't have anything that worked. So, and I was spending a ton of money, like Brenda shared last night. So you have a couple of these so that they read the ingredients. Okay, everybody grab a product in the center of the table, and you're going to read about that product to us, right? So it's the, you know, Vanna White show we've talked about, but it's involving them, because women sitting there listening to a sales pitch are bored, right? And so we have them have this, we have them have that, but the order form, even at the beginning, if you can't remember names, I used to do name tags because I would have them draw a picture of their stress on their name tag. And so it was a door opener. It was an icebreaker. I do it specifically at a spa party. But you have them take their order form and just say, this is not because you have to order tonight. But this will help us just at the beginning for us to at least capture your information. And you can have them set it on the table in front of them, because if there's things they want to remember throughout the party, they write it down.
Right.
Doesn't mean they're buying it, but it's like their notation place. The truth is, I can see their darn name. That's all it is. I walk around and like, so Evelyn, how are things going? Because I'm reading over her shoulder while I'm handing her some product on the back of her hand, right? So that's key, and how you say their name. The next thing is how you close. And I tell them at the end of the party, again, there's 3 questions you're going to be asked. So I'm going to share with you information so you know how to answer these questions. I'm going to show you the services that you have becoming a Jafra Insider. You have your own Jafra Club. It's called the Jafra Insider. And it's right here. Everybody's in a darn club. Walgreens has a Beauty Insider Club. A beauty enthusiast is theirs. So you have the Jafra Insider Club right here. What does that mean? They're on your Facebook group. They get your email. They want your catalog in the mail. You've got to describe the services while I'm doing that quiz, or we start chatting with them, why I'm there that day, what I can provide for them for services. This is your opening. And sometimes we just go into selling, right? But first, I love to be that consultant for you. You can contact me this way. Let me tell you, this is what I do with email. This is what I do for my mailing service. This is what my mobile service is. And of course, I would have them write down their name on Facebook right there, right? Or get out their phone and like my page right there. So this gets you started to a connection. Then you go into, there's 2 other things I'm going to share with you tonight. I'm going to show you how to save 20 to 40% on a skincare regimen tonight. And again, get you set up for a lifetime of turning back the hands of time. I've got Mother Nature's answer to Father Time. So we're going to work with that. But we also have 2 more options for you. How many of you have had a party before? What do you like about it? What didn't you like about it? And let me tell you what a Jafra party is all about. 30 minutes at the spa treatment. I want women to shut their phones off. We're going to play some spa music. You can do this at work, in a park, at your pool. I don't care where you are, but you get to choose from my menu of party themes, which, by the way, every month I put in the Amber Region calendar. You'll see it in the upper left corner. It's all the themes that are in the book. We use the names in the book from 4 departments. And you talk about how cool it and fun it is to get 10 to 12 girls together. You could do a nighty-night facial, and they come in their PJs. They can come in their robes. We'll do the cutest slipper contest if you want. They can bring a bucket for their toes, and we sit and we rub marbles under our feet. If you want a spa party, this month's theme is peppermint petties. We can do manicure parties because a lot of women would love to save time and money. We're going to show them how to do 10-minute manicures at home. And I'll do a little bit of nail art on everybody's nail. You go to the dollar store, you buy gems, you put them on, and they're going to have their manicure for the week, complimentary. But we're going to have some fun and treat them. And then, again, you've got your facials, your makeup, etc. You explain the parties in the opening. You weave it throughout your party while you're like, wow, again, how's your skin feeling? Be a hostess, because if you think your skin feels good, I want to give you the body butter, right? So again, you're trying to weave in why this is a great party, why this is a great business. So you talk about how they can earn and save up to 65% having a party. They could save 80% the rest of their life with monthly offers as a consultant, but let's turn this into some income. And you can have play money on the table, and you can tell your story at the table, how you started, why you stayed, what you love today, and what it could bring to women today. Gosh, you guys, what would $200 a month, just once a week, sharing on social media do for you? How would you spend it? I don't know. You tell me. Oh, I'd buy more Jafra. I would too. Great. What if you could do that every week and you had $800? What would you do with that, ladies? And why would you want to be your own boss? Ask them, involve them. And then what if you had 200 a day and we turned it into a part-time career? Part-time career, full-time pay. How many of you could weave a few hours in every day if you knew it gave you a future job instead of that dang job? Where do y'all work? What do you love about your job? What do you hate about your job? So when you're doing these questions, you do it at the beginning. So when they get to the end, they check the boxes of service they're most interested in. They're not committed. They just want an information packet. So if they check here, that means yes, tell me more. If they check here, that means yes, tell me more. Information packets are just brochures, right? Your comp plan, your sponsoring brochure. This is really important. When you open and you close and throughout your party, you're talking about being a client, being a hostess, being a consultant, and you're sharing your stories or testimonies. So it's not a lot of talk, but you have to explain the services, or these boxes never get checked and you have no leads to anything, right? Mm-hmm. So this sheet's really important, and sometimes we forget what it's for. Mm-hmm. So anybody else have ways they use it or other ideas or aha moments about the form? Okay. Anybody have a little light bulb like, oh my gosh, okay. So because I think opening and closing is scary for people in sales for some reason. The truth is it's just about sharing your services, right? Okay. Mm-hmm. Do we have questions at all on serving customers? Okay. So remember a couple of things. Go ahead. Do I have chats going on that we need anything, Laurie? I'm sorry.
There's people saying they do use the form. Lena says, great idea with the order form. Most of it's just, there's not a lot of questions on there.
Okay. Key is to be like Helen and Evelyn shared earlier. Put your clients in an A to Z binder. And we have a mailing service with Jafra. My Jafra clients, they changed it. I can't even get that one.
MyJafraClients.com.
Yes, MyJafraClients.com. Thank you. Really important to send catalogs. I still believe in it today. I think you double and triple your orders, but they don't work if you don't work it. Right. So the first week of the month, call your customers. The book is here. And spotlight each department, right? What is the hot buy? What's the hot giftables for the month? June to me reminds me of weddings and graduations. So I'm going to do suggestive selling from that. I'm going to do the hot buy. Usually the back covers your hot buy of the month. Depends if you like it or not. But the minute you get your book, pick your favorites from every department. They're always written on the front cover. Pick your theme parties. Know what you're going to upsell to. Like, everybody can't miss out on the $10 lip gloss, okay? So even if that's all they want, it's okay. And don't forget, purchase with purchase, sun care. So again, really making sure you make this work. When it goes to posting, how do you really talk to your clients? You've got to get your clients on your Facebook page. It's really, thank you, Lori. It's really important because you have to be their magazine. You're their beauty advisor. So when you go into social.jafra.com, they always say Instagram's a magazine, right? Magazine on steroids is Facebook to me because you can talk to them. So it's like, what do you want to do? How do you want to work with your 4 categories? You could have complexion sessions every Friday. You could do facial Friday and you do skincare tips. I'm going to just talk skincare today. You could do hot beauty tip of the week, regimen of the week. So somewhere you've got 4 departments. You can post 4 different days, or each week of the month, you focus on a different department. And you're educating, you're demonstrating. Go on Facebook Live and do a back of the hand facial from one to the other. You could take the tools we had today and do it live and then consult with them. But I believe consistency is the pattern. If it's education, Wednesday, then every Wednesday you do it. If it's Facial Friday, stay consistent if you want to be branded as the skincare expert. So you could feature a skincare item for weeks if you did complexion sessions once a week. So, and the key is, again, engage them. Use the skincare age thing or the skin age test. And when they tell you your number, again, you could send a sample to them and a friend, or you do a drawing from that for a complimentary gift. So how are you engaging? How are you educating? So recognition and education, then you want inspiration and some type of fun, right? So you could have, you can actually have someone else live on Facebook also. If you have a client testimony, you do a before and after picture like we talked about. So is there anything anyone does on Facebook regarding skincare that's worked for them? Hi, Angie. Good to see a face live. So is there anyone who does anything on Facebook Live that, again, either creates orders or activity, sponsoring, etc.? Or thoughts they want to do?
So I've done where I will have my clients do a testimonial on Facebook, and when they do, they get a royal jelly lift concentrate. I just send it in the mail to them. And I also have, if they invite 5 friends to join the page, then they get a free lipstick, and it's usually a color that I have in stock.
Excellent. Very good. So I love that.
Jackie,
go ahead.
You're talking about the client, my client, Jafra, my clients. Before we went to every single month, I used to do, when it was every other month, I would send a postcard at the end of the month and say, watch your mail. I know I do a lot of snail mail. Watch your mail. Your new Jafra sale book will be in your mailbox soon. The first 10 people who call me will be in a special drawing. And it just brings their attention, because sometimes people get their mail and then they set it aside because I'm going to look at that later, but then they don't look at it. All right. So just a suggestion.
No, it's true. And you can do, I know, Evelyn, you've talked about this too. You do the early bird ordering. Call it green by 15, where you're making money by the 15th. Everything's paid for, and the rest of the 2 weeks is bonus, right? So all your bills you got to pay, you pay by the 15th. But it's doing something like that, where if you mail, if you text, if you do phone recordings for 3 cents a piece, if you're posting, what's your format to connect to them to not leave their savings on the table? If they don't need it, that's okay. But your book only comes to life with you doing reminders, and it's serving them. So a couple of things, and then we'll go into a couple more prospecting ideas with skincare. One is, again, make this work, right? So if you're going to give a book, follow up. Don't forget, again, you've always got the other book, right? So that's a precious commodity, but it's a good book to really show someone the value of how big the business is. When the hostess brochure is here, when you think about what am I going to demonstrate, I would make sure I have some of everything that's in the hostess program. Because again, I know I'm going to have all the royal jelly products, but the body butter is amazing. Doing a hand treatment and then doing the body complex, amazing. And that's part of the royal jelly program. They literally get 9 royal jelly products for $180. That's $20 a piece. That's less than you pay. That's why people book parties, because they save up to 70%, 65, 66%, and they get free, right? This hostess program is going to change in August when our royal jelly changes. So just know, don't buy too much of too much. Get enough to get by through July with your hostess program and even your royal jelly samples and your fold-out guides. They're all going to change in August. So have enough. If you've got too many, get rid of them. Right? So there's a big change coming. But again, when you close an order and royal jelly is on their order form, pause and say, I'm going to total your order, but how do you want me to close your order today? Do you want me to pause? And is there other things you don't have in your order that you'd like in the future? Because do you want to buy this as a client? Or should we take a look at what items might be in the hostess program, because it might be more efficient for you, and fun, by the way, to have a party instead? Because you've got 4 items that are in our hostess program. How do you feel on a scale of 1 to 10 about maybe hosting something fun with friends? Could be 2 people, could be 10, and it takes about 30 minutes. It could be at an event, could be at work, could be after work, could be in a book club. Is there a place we could play and pamper with some women in the next 30 days? Because it's going to get you royal jelly at a better price. Or, I know I ask you every time, because I told everybody, those 3 questions will always be on every call we have. Every call. You're going to hate me, but if it's not for you, you won't hate me. I don't get pushy. I just serve you to make sure you get your needs met, not mine. So, and I'll always say at the end, who do you know that? And anytime someone becomes a client, a hostess, or a consultant, you get a $25 shopping spree. Whatever you do, I don't care what that is. But we pause and say, so when you take a look at the products, again, you've got 4 products here. They're also in the business kit. Is this the season that you have a reason to bring in some extra income or become your own personal product purchaser and be able to share Jafra with others? I'm just going to pause because it changes the price you pay today. Right? So it's the closing pause. The truth is, it's up to them, not me. I don't have to say, you gotta have a party, please. Oh my gosh, please. I don't have to say, you gotta buy a kit. It's about, before I close this out to get to your dollar amount, what's best for you? And you say it every order, every time. The key is organize your clients so you have all their names organized and you service them like Helen and Evelyn, who have done a great job for many, many years. So at the end of the day, let me ask you this. We talked about, I want you to think about, how do you schedule some facials? How do you schedule some parties? How do you sponsor with skincare? So how do you schedule facials and parties and sponsor just talking about skincare?
Jackie, last night at our meeting, one of the main topics were, Helen, I'm just really having problems scheduling parties. And so I said, so then go ahead and have your own party. And when you're at your party, you schedule another party. And if you don't have anybody who schedule, you ask them to take out their mirror. And I just put a cute little bee sticker on 1 mirror, 2 mirrors, whatever you want to do. And I just say, okay, who has a mirror? And whoever has a mirror with a sticker, they get an extra royal jelly. And you can almost always get an extra booking with that. And if you have a couple, people that somebody else who's already booked, ask who has the sticker, and you'll get another booking too. Just simple little things that don't cost you anything, but you'll get your bookings from it.
I love that. There's something, Helen, do you remember the booking date? Like you have little cards on the table with all the booking dates,
yep.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Same thing with the sticker. So
Yep.
you've got little note cards or your calendar with stickers, and you say, these are my open dates for July. I've only got 4 openings. These are my, top 2 party themes of the month. And whoever takes the dates on the card get a bonus gift. And I want to share with you something Lisa Washington did. She did a party with just 4 people in book 2 to be held very quickly. In the month of July, if you've gotten your brochure, obviously you know why, because we're changing Royal Jelly, right?
Right.
But look at your body complex, which she said everybody loves the body complex.
Right.
Right? So it's buy one, get one free.
Yeah.
So she's doing for July, she wants to get back to partying in a big way because she knows that's what's made it harder for her to sponsor is not doing parties. So she's going to do, any hostess gets 2 body complexes. For the first 5 who take my open dates or whatever, will get the 2 body complexes free at their party.
Wow.
I love it.
Well, think about it. It's only $32. Your hostess offer is pretty close to that, right?
Right.
So I was like, oh my gosh. So when you get the book, if you need a fast, these are buy one, get one free too, right? What can you do? And that's paid retail versus non-commissionable hostess gifts. Parties are the way to go because parties in the summer are different. They're fun. They're outside. They're at the pool. Women love anything about, spa and beauty in the summer because they're on display all the time. So again, the party opportunities can be really amazing when you pause. If the hostess program doesn't work for you, go ahead and make up your own and use gifts or stickers and incentivize them for fun. When in doubt, be your own hostess. I challenge you, do a skincare party the first week of July. If you need one every day this week, just say, oh my gosh, I took a company challenge. I've got to hold 5 skincare parties this week to get my training. I'm super excited. I've taken the challenge. I need your help. You could do it at work, at Panera. You can come to my house. I don't care, whatever you got to do, whatever your options are, right? And you just say, if you're a hostess, you're going to get double hostess gifts, or you could do something similar. But the key is that if you're not going to host your own, they could host one or they could come to yours. And everyone who comes gets a free $10 gift certificate or a free lipstick, whatever the heck you want to give, but you do it tomorrow. I've got 1 in the morning, 1 at lunchtime, 1 after work, and 1 at nighttime. Here's the 4 options I have. Would you like to attend? Would love to have you. So, and you get another $10 for every guest you bring. Be spontaneous. Do a skincare, color, do whatever you want every day. Do a Facebook Live party. Tell everybody we're going to do a skincare party on Facebook tomorrow. Come on. You can use some of the tips we did. Do the skin age and have them type it in and do a drawing. You could have fun with it. You could read the Beauty Bee thing. You could just do a back of the hand facial and show them what's happening, or have someone sitting there and do a facial demonstration. You could do a party live, but just have people come and shop during that hour or during that day. So whether you're on Facebook, the key to Facebook parties is doing them all the time. It's not a one-shot wonder. It's that you do them each week with either a hostess or yourself, and they start to get used to every Wednesday at noon, you've got your party, right? Like a lunch and learn or something. And you do a different type every week if you wanted. It's really just the hot buys of the month and teaching them the recipe. That's all it is. You got a bodysuit recipe, regimen, skincare, makeup, nail care, pedicure, hair care. They're regimens. And you're just showing them the regimens, not selling a one-hit product. If that's what they settle for, that's okay. So you can also have hostesses on the go. And a show on the go can be what Lori talked about, a travel set. It could be catalogs. People love to earn discounts and free goods. If you want to go back and do gift certificates for sales, do that. We give you a program, but if it doesn't work for you, create your own, right? So The key about parties is you reach 10 people at a table, and maybe 10 more who didn't show up that you can call and say, sorry, you missed the party last night. We're keeping the party open, and we're going to keep that open until Friday to help Helen towards the party. Everybody buys to help their friends. They do.
They do.
So you have to follow up with those who don't show up. It's not over because you walked out the door. It's what you do the morning after, right? So again, facials and parties are because people bring people and help you reach more people versus you trying to prospect day in and day out. So when you're not getting your sales or sponsoring, hold a party and be spontaneous, right? Or find someone who would help you in training or taking a company challenge, or I've got a big goal to meet. I heard you say that, Evelyn, yesterday. I've got a big goal to meet. I need your help. Would you be one of my helpers? Most women do have a microdermabrasion session. When was the last time all their friends had a microdermabrasion treatment at a spa? Probably hasn't happened. You've got it, right? So think about what you can treat people to because it's a spa treatment. So to wrap up, I wanted to come back to the skincare industry. I don't know if you caught that, but that's pretty amazing that since 2012, skincare business has increased 81%. And every 3 to 4 months, they're updating their regimen again. That is a huge moneymaker. It is why all the celebrities are opening skincare lines or supporting it in advertising. It's the #1 growing market. Women no longer think it's a luxury. They'll go buy one magical $120 product. So they might buy a $5 lipstick, but if it's the thing, look at infomercials, it's skincare. Look at celebrities, it's skincare. So as you talk about people that you want to sponsor, come in with, you want to be a smart business owner? Here's why. Skincare is the leading product. You have nothing to lose and everything to gain. And share your story. Or share, I know you love royal jelly. Why would you not want to have a business alongside? If you don't, it's okay. But who do you know? So again, we've got parties on the go, a show on the go, tabletops. Go out and do back of the hand facials. Have tabletop signs that say something, key you see in your product pages. Or a great fact, 100% of the people, saw this happen to their eye wrinkles. Whatever it is, read your facts and find a statement. Turn back the hands of time, right? So anything you want from the B Story, but get a tabletop and have them stop by and do free skincare consultations, regimen consultations, complexion sessions. Bath and Body Shops are doing this. They have signs all the time that talk about come in for a free skincare consultation. That's what you have for free. Bring them into your tabletop and focus on skincare first because it's the one thing women need advice on. They're buying a lot of stuff and spending a lot of money. So go back to the success of why skincare is growing at rapid pace. Aging and special treatment products are very well known and very expensive. And you've got great specials all the time and a beauty business along the way. So we talked a little bit about tabletops. Brandis asked a question I wanted to follow up on. How do you get tabletops? You can go into a store and treat their customers to a customer appreciation table, and you partner with that business. You set up a table for free. And you're just going to keep the customers in the store longer. Why would I stay at Chico's? Because a Jafra lady's there? Because she's there. And I'm going to hang out a little longer. I'm going to call my friends and say, come down. This is really cool. I had this awesome hand treatment, and I'm learning a little bit about my regimen. Come on down. And she's posting on Facebook. You're posting on Facebook where you are. Follow me. I'm over at Chico's at Burnsville Mall. So together you get more people in the store. She wins traffic and higher sales. You're winning leads that you don't have sitting at home. If you want to put a tabletop somewhere, you might have to just go to public spots versus somewhere they're paying rent, like a parking lot or a sidewalk. You have to ask permission for that, okay? But you could go to a park, put your products on ice, and do back of the hand facials out of a wagon and relate to the new moms. So there's all sorts of places you can go for free versus spending thousands of dollars. Have some fun. Nothing better than a cooling facial with our makeup setting spray, which is awesome on ice, right? And even have, if you want to use those wet wipes that Hurley and Lori and I have to use once in a while, have them ice cold, and that's your wet washcloth for back of the hand. Okay? So make it fun and go out and be different. It's painting it purple every day. Nothing wrong with wagons and beach buckets. I'm going to leave you with a couple of challenges. I want you to think, what can I do today through Saturday? I thought of you because you love skincare. Let's look at the business again, because July is here for shareable season, and out comes Royal Jelly in steroids. We're Xing it. Come August and fall and holiday. So roll them into why now, why not you, and let's take one more look. Very key. Number 2, why not be a hostess? Why not attend my party? What could you do between now and Saturday? Fill your team, fill your calendar, and fill your sales with some hot news about skincare. I believe in sachets. Everyone I know, I've done a couple of surveys that for every 3 they give away, they get a customer who buys a ritual program. Would that be true for those of you that use these? Okay.
I haven't tracked it, so I'm not sure.
My top Stay Royals that I interview, Mary Ellen Council, a couple of people that I've interviewed, for every 3 they get a customer. Okay. And they're not focused on booking and sponsoring, so I'm trying to twist them up here a little bit. But think about it. If you gave 1 away a day, a sachet a day, just 1, to do a 3-day sample test, treat them to a 3-day facial. When was the last time they treated their skin? To a complimentary facial. They probably don't have a date. You have in their bag the hostess brochure, the opportunity brochure, your catalog, and a sachet. Ask them to do a 3-day test. They have to agree right there by text to try it tonight. Here's the 3 steps to using it, and do a survey, and they're going to get a coupon for if they decide they want to use the product. They get a coupon. You book it right there for a 5-minute survey following up. How did this work on a scale of 1 to 10? This. What'd you like compared to what you use? Okay? You just follow up. If you did 1 a day, that's 20. That's 6 Royal Jelly customers on average. They do follow up. I can guarantee you that. But that's 6 customers. That could be $600 to $1,000. Alongside that, you could have a consultant, because I'd sponsor them before I'd sell to them. Alongside that, it could be a booking. Whether they want 40, 60, or 80% off, that's up to them when they buy, book, or begin. But what did that cost you to do 20 of these? $20?
16.
16, it's 80 cents a day, so 16, okay? Whatever it is. For that $16 to $20, that's how you multiply. If this is what you believe is the it, why aren't we giving it every day? It sells itself. So do it on the go, with or without a show. Give a sample and let the product do its own talking, and invite them to decide how you want to close out the order today. And if not you, then who do you know? That wraps our skincare for today. I hope you've gained 1, 2, 3 ideas on how to meet new people, how to finish strong this month. If you're on steroids and you've got these sitting around, 5 a day for the next 5 days. Because it's in your kit, it's in your hostess program, and it's your best product you've got. So I thank you for joining us for our skincare session today. Did you all gain 1 thought? Okay. Angie, what's your 1 thought? What's your 1 takeaway?
to get the sachets and give at least 2 out a day.
Aha, love it. 2 sachets a day. That's your theme. That's what you're sticking to. Love it. If you're not on camera, type in the message box really quick. What's the one takeaway you're going to do today? Evelyn, for you. Before we go, Evelyn.
I'm going back to using the skin age test.
Have some fun.
Yeah,
right?
I will. This Saturday, I'm hosting an anti-aging party. I'm going to do 2 for 2 different cities, and I want to use both catalogs, the June and July, because July has the special on the Pro, and so they get a choice that they can double dip from both catalogs.
Love that.
So
And you said, what would you do with the speaking engagement coming up this fall? Be a skincare expert, right? We just did it today, right? So love it. Thank you. Helen, Lori, for you. Takeaway.
For me, I do like the skincare test. My brain's kind of spinning how I can use that to create interest more, especially in my VIP group. Use that with some polling and stuff like that, maybe. And also to on the concept of being an expert, go live in that group. There's some short little snippets with just like facts and figures and things like that. Of course, bringing in Jafra products, but just kind of using that to have a plan more for the going live with that. So, yeah.
Excellent. Very good. Thank you. Helen, for you.
Hey, I'm glad I'm on this because since everything's all packed away, I packed away all my sachets. And so I have a lot of royal jelly sachets. They're all ready. I've put it in the little nylon bags and everything. I got to get out there and give them away. Yeah.
Exactly. Instead of pumping your gas at the pump, get in the store and give a sachet away, right? So right. I love it. We're seeing as well skin age test from Lena. Thank you, Lena. Appreciate that. Debbie, DIY spa tips with the verbiage, the skin age test. Excited to share recording this with the team. Love it. So thank you all for being here. We'll see you tomorrow, same time, same place, Zoom room. And tomorrow at noon Pacific time, we will start with color. So thank you, everybody. Appreciate it. See you tomorrow. Have a great day. Happy sales and sponsoring. Bye, everyone.